And welcome back, everyone. Game 2 for the winner's set here for our final group of the day. It is going to be IMlosira against Complexity's Trimaster. And, of course, Losira is up 1-0 after that last game. It's going to be an interesting game now on Ohana. We did see Trimaster take out Moonglade on this map quite convincingly, but it was more of a different clash of styles compared to what Losira is probably going to be pulling out now. So, of course, we do have Trimaster down here at the bottom right-hand corner as our green Terran, getting frustrated by the drone here. And he's opting for a barracks first, nothing out of the ordinary just yet. Whoa, he's pulling four.
Really trying to block the drone from taking his gas right now, and he's doing a good job so far. But the drone is menacing.
Well, he can't get out, and the Marine's going to pick him off now. So either way...
Oh!
What? What?
1 health! Oh, he dodges the SCV!
What?
That is okay, that is a ninja drone right there. Oh my god.
Alrighty, so... Of course, his opponent, who's just been pesky with his drone up here at the top left, is going to be IMlosira going for a hatch first here. And is it Trimaster's turn to be frustrating with SCV? I don't think it's actually going to work out too well for him if he tries. But either way...
Oh, he's trapped.
Now we've got the extractor cancels coming in from Losira to stop that extra gas. But notice how Trimaster doesn't actually have any workers on his refinery anymore. He's actually started up the reactor on that factory. And we've seen his build every single game has been the same. It's been go into, except for this one, this has been different because he hasn't gone for the command center first, but he's stuck with the Hellions into Cloak Banshees into pumping out a lot of Marine forces after that.
And quick third base, like very fast as well. So he's been really greedy, and this gas steal from Losira really shuts that down because he needs the double gas. So he's forcing him to switch. I don't know how well he's practiced this build. Or if this is just like him adjusting on the fly, because he does have the Hellions popping out one at a time. He's got the barracks on a reactor. I'm wondering if these are going to switch in a second, go into some normal-ish Hellion harassment. But he's got a second Marine coming out, and he should finally be able to deal with this pesky drone making the extractor.
Yeah. Oh, no, not yet. That's going to be very frustrating. But we do see Link speed on the way back over here for Losira. He's going to stay with his two bases, getting a couple of extra queens coming out. And either way, he's going to be completely safe against whatever kind of attack Trimaster comes up here with. Even if he brings a whole heap of Marines at the same time, he's going to have those extra queens. Link speed's going to be a huge role here. And he stopped canceling.
The drone has actually gotten away, and he's going to get a full scout on what Trimaster is doing.
Where did the second
Are you
Marine
serious?
go? Where did the second Marine go? Oh, there he is. Wow, that is actually... Is he going to get down here and see... He is! MVP drone right there. He saw absolutely everything, knows what's going on. We do see that Losira is now starting to spread his creep. And that's actually... I can't believe that actually happened. We do see Marines coming across now for Trimaster. So he's going to try and put some aggression on. Let's see how well this works out. But Losira's already got a good idea on what's coming. So it might not do all that much, but he needs it to right now. Because he needs to get that drone count back down.
He's got 3 queens just in the area. There's a 4th one from the main that can come down to help if he really needs it. There's not really any Zerglings out on the field, and he's making his macro hatch, over here as well. So this is a pretty big force, and we've seen people micro these Marine Hellion stuff pretty well. If you do this good enough, you can take down a lot of queens. So we'll see how this goes. He's going to move in now. That first queen is actually going to get trapped. No, she will slip away, but actually is going to get killed first.
Yeah, it's going to die regardless. We now see him coming up. That's 1 queen down already. Losira trying to get down as many Zerglings as he can right now. He does have speed, remember, but Trimaster needs to be careful with these Marines. Cannot have them take too much damage from the queens. We've got Hellions from behind. He's going to trap one of these queens up at the top, and that's a big bonus for him. But he's not killing the drones. He really needs to kill those drones. Zerglings coming out one at a time. Great positioning here by Trimaster in between that.
The drones. Like, he's going to have to use the drones to fight here Unstable.
Yeah, he is, but he really doesn't want to right now. The Queen's getting low health, and we do see Zerglings mixed in with drones now trying to do with it, and he's targeting down the Queens. Does get both Queens, but now the Zerglings are actually shredding all the Marines up. The Hellions are still alive. Looking here, it's hard to see how many drones are exactly dying, but he's going to line up quite a few right there, and it looks like we are finally going to see Losira throw that off, but 16 workers killed.
Like, that looks really bad, but there were a lot of units invested in that from Losira, and if you look at the worker count of Trimaster, he's down to 24. He wasn't really making workers during that because he's trying to attack at the same time he started Cloak, which is a questionable decision after he threw away a lot of units like that. It's very risky. He's really counting on the fact that Losira isn't just going to slam out a bunch of Zerglings and counterattack him. There are Zerglings trying to catch these Hellions in the center of the map, but we'll see if he gets left alone long enough to get away with this cloak. There's only one Hellion on the way, and the Zerglings are to get in the middle line and force this natural have to lift off, which is going to interrupt this SCV production, which is already very low.
Well, remember, he did actually kill all the queens, pretty much all the queens. So that is going to keep that count down. It's going to be forcing IMlosira not to really think about upgrades, so he's not going to have the Evo chamber, and he's late on the lair. So this Banshee coming out might do wonders here for Trimaster.
Yeah, that's true.
He's sitting 20 supply down. He really needs to get that SCV count back up, but because he invested in it, he's going to have a hard time here. So he needs to do a lot of damage with this Banshee. He has to do it. There's no other choice for him, especially with this creep show starting to get really far ahead. Baneling Nest is now down, lair on the way, so he's got a little bit of time before that lair and the Overseer kicks in. Where is that Banshee? There he is. He's in the middle of the map now, so he should be able to get at least 15 kills with this Banshee. At least.
Waiting for Cloak to finish.
Oh, he's trying to dart round.
To actually go in, and you can see he's actually pausing, waiting for Cloak, giving up a few of the seconds, but will come in now. And like you said, there's absolutely no detection, so if he targets the drones properly, he'll get quite a few. You can see he has just like shift-clicked a bunch of the drones. IMlosira's doing a good job of moving them around so that the Banshee can't stay stable and has to chase them around a little bit. So it will minimize some of the damage that they're able to do. The Evolution Chamber's almost done. Lair's about to finish, so it looks like an Overseer will pop out first. He actually transfused one of the drones just to buy a little bit more time. And he's actually doing a good job of minimizing the damage that this Banshee's done so far. 10 workers down is a lot less than I would have expected at this point. Actually, he's not paying attention anymore. It's just on a move and is picking away at this queen instead of the workers unstable. Now the Overseer is out.
He could have gotten quite a few more kills. He's got 11 in total now on that Banshee. He might be able to barely get it away, but that Cloak's going to finish up. So then he's just going to chase it down with the Overseer. So, well, the second Banshee is coming in. And is there enough transfuse? No, there's not enough energy for a transfuse. If he brings that other Banshee back, no, he's going to have to run away from the Queen in the main. But he will be able to get a second Queen down. Doesn't have enough health to take on the third. But he can follow this up with other Banshees if he wants to. Yes, he is. He's continuing to make those Banshee production. He's lost his first Banshee. Second one's coming home to try and get some health repaired. But at the same time, he's got detection now. He is still got 2 Queens for IMlosira, and a double Evo Chamber's coming out now. But Trimaster really needs to get that third base up and running.
All these Hellions in the center of the map getting caught by Zerglings. 3 of them getting fully surrounded and taken out. With only 3 left, it's going to be a bit of an issue. But this third Banshee is coming back into the base. He's going to cloak up, but there's an Overseer right here with Queens. So he's got to control this one a little bit better. He's also repairing the second one, using it to defend the Zerglings and then repairing it up. So that'll probably come back in, but he's not paying attention to the third Banshee unstable.
No, he's not. He's going to try and get that one Queen down. Does not, unfortunately. And 13 minutes, 10 seconds into the game, and we're looking at a very significant lead here for IMlosira. He's getting his third base up and running. He's defended all this harassment quite nicely. Yes, he's lost lost a lot more resources, but he hasn't really been down on the drone count at any point. He's still at 53 drones. His double upgrades are on the way. He's delayed Trimaster's third for quite a while. He's still got Zerglings down here to stop it even further. But oh, we got more Hellions in the middle of the map trying to get caught here by IMlosira, but looks like he's just going to go into the main here because he realizes, hang on, there's not that many Marines here. I can actually go for this because with the Zergling count, but nice positioning here by Trimaster. IMlosira really should back up. A good stop position SCVs. We've got a tank coming out as well. And he really should pull these back, these Zerglings, but it's just not going to do it. He's just going to let them all die. Really nice defense there by Trimaster.
I think he was just trying to trade just because there's 15 Mutalisks on the way. If we look back into Trimaster's base, there's not nearly as many barracks or reactors as we're used to seeing. There's only the 6 barracks with only 3 reactors. So his unit production isn't as good as it normally is. There's not many medevacs on the field, just the first one out now, second one in production. So this is really going to depend. Like, will killing those Marines pay off with better harassment? There's a decent chance that if he micros the Mutalisks, he can do some good damage with this harassment and be fine with trading those Zerglings. So we just have to see how much damage he can do with these mutas.
Well, there aren't any turrets, or sorry, there's one turret up in the main here, but all of his production facilities are very vulnerable. We do see the double Banshee coming into the third base again. He's going to be able to pick up quite a lot of drones, or he could go for that Queen, but the mutas are here regardless, so he is going to be taken out. And the Banshees did their job here for Trimaster. He could have done a little bit better with the control there, but he was trying to do things on multiple fronts at the same time. But he really needs to get his third base up and running right now. That's what he needs to get up. He's 30 supply down right now. He's down in 20 of that is in workers.
We're We got a little bit of a mistake here on the rally point from IMlosira. If you look at his macro hatch, he's got it rallied in a way that the larva and units are popping out into this little corner and they can't do anything. But the Mutalisks are coming into the main base and they're going to get the reactor on the starport and 2 medevacs. Oh my god! That's going to be really helpful for the Mutalisk Harass. Cut down into the number of medevacs. There's none on the field right now. And he can't reproduce them very quickly, so now Trimaster's got to be really careful about stimming to defend against these mutas.
Yeah, that's a really good point there, Elkin. We do see, of course, that he hasn't started another reactor, and it happens a lot when you go in with units to harass. Sometimes, like with the Medivacs, they're in the same control group as your army. As we can see, they would have been here for Trimaster, and that's actually going to hurt him really badly. I think Gummio does it as well versus Protoss armies when he does drops, because the Colossus walk over the cliff and then they're vulnerable.
Oh. 2 Banelings just sneaking their way. Oh, nice tank snipe as well, but we got a little bit of a Baneling landmine that was just barely out of the vision of Trimaster. I checked the vision, so he's not aware that that's there, and he's going to leave the Marines over here. Will he choose to explode on them? Oh, yes he does.
Yeah, that's gets a nice, and he's going to get another Medivac. No, oh, he's going to come back in and get it anyway, and he's going to trade mutas for Medivacs. I'd do that any day. So, of course, at... Well, we're sitting at 1750 in the game now, and IMlosira is really in a good spot at the moment. He's on the constantly aggression. Oh, he's going to lose quite a few mutas here, though. But
here comes a ton of Zerglings, though.
Yeah, if he's actually committing to it, he should be okay, but he actually hesitated for a second. We got a lot of Marines coming down. They did all stim, and that's all that IMlosira needs him to do right now. He just needs to force him to stim and back off. We got more Zerglings coming up into this natural. They're going to be picked off as well.
He's finally rebuilding the reactor onto that starport. He waited quite a while. At that point, he might have wanted to just consider maybe floating the starport on one of the other reactors, because the lack of medevacs is really hurting him. He's only got 1 on the field, and it's out of energy. She's having a really hard time keeping up, and there's a lot of low health Marines over here on the left that need the healing, but the Mutalisks are going to swing around. They're going to be able to come back in. He might be able to get some damage in on that reactor or 2 if he wants. But Trimaster is hanging out a group of Marines here, but the moment he sees it stim, he just backs off because he knows the medevac count is so low.
And that's all he really needs to do right now. He's getting his 4th base up and running. And looking at the upgrades, we do see an upgrade advantage here for Trimaster for his ground army. But oh, he's going to come in. Is he going to get the reactor again? Yes, he is.
That's dead.
Yeah. That is going to be so frustrating. There's actually nothing being made out of that right now anyway. But... that's going to be so frustrating. He's actually going to go toe-to-toe with these Marines right now because they're all split up and they're all on low health. Because he's been whittling them down with the stims.
We can get the tech lab too, which will stop tank production as well. There's only 2 tanks on the field. This is brutal Mutalisk harassment from IMlosira. He's killing more and more of these Marines as they stream out. Trimaster needs to send some units up here. There we go, but he sees the unit stim and he just runs away immediately again. Because, hey, I'm forcing stims and you have no medevacs. So this is actually working extremely well for IMlosira, and I'm surprised he doesn't have a hive on the way already, since he's doing so much damage with this harassment. He could easily be most of the way to a hive, at least have an infestation pit down, and be just completely golden right now.
Well, he's been investing heaps into these mutas, so that's probably why he's trying to get this 4th base gas up and running. The infestation pit did just go down now, but at the same time, his position is so safe at the moment. Like, Trimaster cannot move out of his base. He just can't do it. We do see quite a few Marines positioned up at the top. But I think this Mutalisk harass is actually going to stop now. They are unupgraded mutas, remember. 2-2 are here for the Marines. 3-3 is going to be done very shortly. IMlosira has +1 armor on the way for his mutas, but they're both at 2-2. So, looking at this position, Trimaster either has to make something work right now before the infestors come out.
Is almost done, and that's going to help Trimaster when that finishes, if you take a look at that. 3-3 hasn't even started. The Hive only just started a few seconds ago, so there's going to be a pretty significant time where he has that upgrade advantage, and he can try and make something happen. The problem is just, he's not quite maxed yet. He's taken so much damage from this harassment that he's going to be a while before he's comfortable. He can both take up tumors, but he can't really commit to moving onto the creep right now.
These mutas are in the perfect spot to actually pick off some of these medivacs at the same time here. We do see that...
Banelings... just a few centimeters from that huge Marine blob at the watchtower. There's 2 of them standing right on top of it.
Well, he wants more Marines than that, but either way, we do see, of course, Winecrawler's going down. IMlosira at his 4th base. His hive is coming up, and he will be able to defend this if he just commits. But I'm not sure if he's going to do that. 3-3 is done. We do see Traymaster moving forward ever so slowly. He's going to come in from behind. Is he going to actually sandwich him here? No, he's going to go for the run by instead. Down into the third base. He's actually got not that... He actually has quite a few Marines back here, but the Mutas are in the high enough numbers that they can do quite a bit. And they are going to back off now.
He killed another medevac, so it's just Trimaster is perpetually low on medevac energy. Now Trimaster is going to move up the ramp, take out these spine crawlers with the Marines and some tanks showing that from the low ground, but he's actually losing more Marines than he really wants to right now. It looks like IMlosira is just going to give this base up though, because he doesn't have the other one over here in the top left. He's not too concerned about it. Gets all the drones away safely, and he can start mining the gas here as well. And there is a greater Spire on the way, and Trimaster's in a position where he's going to have a hard time dealing with the Broodlord switch.
But, yeah, very true. As we do see a lot of these units coming down into the third, this command center might actually die straight away. All the SCVs are going to be massacred here at the same time, the Baneling count, and he is definitely going to lose that command center. And it looks like his scan goes down. He tried to get the Baneling landmines, but he's going to lose quite a few of these Banelings as he's trying to run away, almost all of them actually. But he does manage to kill off that command center, and that's what he wanted to do. He keeping... Whoa, the Mutas! Whoa, why are you running over Marines? Okay, it was a great move, but losing all those kind of evens it out a little bit.
He lost a bunch of Banelings too, so that definitely could have been better, and that's going to give Trimaster a really big cue to push across the map. He's just going to send a few of the Marines back to deal with this small group of Mutas, and now he can send this really big army over to deal with the fourth base. And IMlosira is going to struggle to defend this. He does have the Infestors and Banelings, but he's got to get perfect Fungals and Surrounds off if he wants to stop this base from going down. That hatch in the top right did not actually die, though. It's under 100 health, but he never actually finished it off, and that could wind up being important.
Yeah, we did see taking a lot of hits here. And there we go. Oh, IMlosira being really indecisive, losing so many drones here as he's trying to get away. And there is a few Marines coming into the left, and they're actually going to kill off that hatchery. But here we go. IMlosira is being really indecisive right now. He's going to pick off a lot of these Marines, and the Thor is really good, but he's waiting for those Broodlords to finish up. Oh, some Zerglings moving in. Not the best idea, but some Fungals can clean this up, because look at that. Oh! Whoa, okay, as I was saying.
How many Fungals can he get? One more.
Oh! No, he's not going to get it, actually, but there's so many low Marines now, it's not going to matter. They're going to be so low coming down, and we just see drones.
Oh.
Well, he tried to get a lot of them, but now the Broodlords are going to be able to pick off these tanks, as there's no way for them to get away here. And one Queen goes down.
Standing back here, they're just letting all of the tanks die. There's not a lot of supporting units here. If he moved the Marines forward, he might have been able to defend those, but he just gave up all of the tanks, which hurts a lot right now. He only has 3 tanks now. He's trying to make Vikings to deal with the Broodlords, but I definitely feel like if he'd sim forward, he might have been able to take out those Broodlords, especially since he just killed a bunch of Infestors. He wasn't too worried about the Fungals.
Well, they were just so low health. I don't think he really wanted to risk there being just one Baneling or a couple of Zerglings there to clean it out. But at the same time...
Look, the Baneling landmine! Right at the bottom of his natural ramp, unstable!
Oh my god. This game is just going really badly for Trimaster. Everything that you could possibly think of to frustrate a player is happening right now. I forgot they were even there. Like, I even forgot. So...
They were the ones that were somewhere else, and he actually
repositioned
them.
Okay.
Trimaster wasn't paying attention, so that was a really clutch move from IMlosira. And that's going to give him a lot of time to get his left-hand base back up and running. This top right base still is only at 150 health, so that's at very big risk to get stimmed in on and taken out. But his top left base isn't back up yet, so we'll see if IMlosira can get the gas running, which is what he really needs. He's pretty low on resources, so he has the supply advantage, but at this point, the Terran army is very cost efficient. If he can make some good trades and keep the 4th base down, Trimaster's not out of it yet.
No, looking at the resources lost, he's actually trading very effectively. 16k to 24.5k resources lost in favor of Trimaster, but he's still consistently down, and he can't get these extra bases. So trading well like this is okay, but if he can't actually mine any more resources, it's not going to matter. He does have an extra command center. I'm going to go and take this left-hand side base. By the looks of it, there is a Zergling burrowed there. And at the same time, we've got this Broodlord Infestor army getting quite significantly larger here for IMlosira. Yeah. We've got... Oh, there's another 2 Banelings over here.
Only 3 Vikings as well. This is going to be difficult. But yeah, he is missing those Banelings. They're not really in the best position. And the thing is, if Trimaster can keep taking down these bases, he'll be fine with trading units. But can he get this base? That's the really big thing. If he can take this one out, he might be alright to keep moving forward if he can get that 4th base down as well. But it looks like he's giving up. He's backing off.
Oh, he just lost a lot of Marines through that Baneling manmine as he was trying to retreat. He also lost 1 Viking, so things not looking good for him now. We've got a maxed out army here for IMlosira, pretty much. And there's only 4 Vikings and 3 tanks on the field. This is not going to end well for
Ooh,
TriMaster at
5
all.
Vikings being produced at the same time. So he's trying to switch into heavy Viking production. But if you look at this, the upgrades are finishing up for Losira finally. He's got the level 3 armor on the way. Level 3 melee is going to finish, going to be started soon as well. He's starting to get that money from both these bases now. So TriMaster needs to make something happen now. If he lets both of these bases keep mining, then he's going to lose his grasp on the game. It might already be gone, to tell the truth, but the fact that he was forced away makes this really, really difficult for him.
Yeah, very true. Okay, so I just honestly don't really see any way TriMaster can come back now. He hasn't been able to put any pressure on. He's going to be denied this 4th base for a little bit of time as well. And he's mined down in his main. Whoa, he's actually...
We've got 2 medevacs coming around. One's going to go to the top right base. It's very low health. Can he actually snipe that? There are some infestors in position. So it depends on if he stims forward and focuses it. How quickly does Losira react? Oh, he fungles it immediately. Keeps him out of range, out the hatchery. The other drop's coming along to the left side. And that one's going to be tough because Losira saw that with the burrowed Zerglings, and he's already sending his army over. So I don't think this is going to work. It was a good attempt because if he had managed to take out the hatcheries, it's possible he could try and make the comeback.
Yeah.
But with these drops going down and already being way behind on supply, I don't see it happening.
No, we do see he's trying to take these extra bases. He's on the left and the right-hand side. But at the same time, he doesn't really have the army to defend both places at the same time. Looking at the army supplies, it's 88 to 106 in favor of Losira, but that 106 is just so gas heavy, and he's now going to lose this command center on the left-hand side due to Corruptors and Mutalisks as well. Does Losira know about this base on the right? No, he doesn't. But, oh, the Marines getting fungled on that ramp by a lot of those, and now the Vikings are coming forward as well. Why are you so far ahead? There's actually nothing that he can do. There's so many fungals going down now, and his entire army is just going to evaporate through all of this. It's devastating for TriMaster. Looks like he is going to go down 0-2 in this winner's set. But
this isn't even all of Losira's army. There's another group of it just hanging out by the 4th base.
Yeah.
A couple more Broodlords and Infestors. So, yeah, that's all she wrote, I think.
Well, he will move into the final match, so it's not all bad for him. This is Codex group styles, and there's the GG coming out, so Losira will take that 2-0. So, yeah, as I was saying, TriMaster goes down to the final set. Losira advances to the round of 32. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break with our losers match. It is going to be SC versus Moonglade.